We back to record our episode. Welcome to Frank Presents the Play Call. It is Sunday. We are vibing. Nikki got the red lipstick on, looking magnificent. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
With the wrap on, braids out, eating her little breakfast, coffee. June is, I don't know what June is shopping.
That's in Walmart. June is in motherfucking Walmart.
Yeah. And I'm here. I gotta go cut grass.
I know they stealing.
So you gonna take this away? And he ain't stealing, girl. Stop it.
No. I know Walmart's stealing.
Oh, stealing.
Walmart.
Stealing, like that's crazy.
I'm about to say, damn.
I know on the recording. I tell your whole bit. It's because he's Puerto Rican. I get it.
That's what it is.
I get it. All right, Bree, well, go ahead and take it away so we get this going.
So before I start, shout out to Iowa and South Carolina. They're playing in a national championship women's college basketball game today at 12 p.m. Pacific, 3 p.m. Eastern time, which is 2 p.m. Central. So make sure you guys, let's make this the most viewed basketball game in ESPN history. So ESPN.
All right, I'm gonna watch. You said 3 my time?
3 your time, 12 my time, 2 Nikki's time.
I gotta cut the grass fast.
Let's make this the most viewed basketball game in ESPN history.
What about my time?
I said 3 p.m.
You said everybody's time with me.
Okay.
You're in the same time zone as Frank.
I just wanted you to say our time. You know what I'm saying?
I did.
Yes, you did.
You said Frank's time.
No.
Oh, Frank and June. He wants Frank and June time. All right, I got it.
I
appreciate it.
God damn. But on Friday, Iowa and UConn's Final Four matchup was ESPN's most watched basketball game, men's, women's, pros, or collegiate ever. So we got to get this national championship. These girl power, who run the world, girls. So
I think we should one day do an episode on the impact of these women are having in sports, especially college. I feel like here lately it's been really more talked about than it has in the past. And maybe do some research and talk about it. Go ahead, Bree, my bad.
No, you're good. Right, you have to make me
I'm sorry. So I do have a question for y'all after that June does the games, because I want to see what June's going to do this time. You know what I mean? June got games, Nikki, because he says we cheat all the time when Bree has the games. Go ahead.
So he leading it. I got
Huh?
You could share now.
Okay. I got it. Okay. First, I'm sorry, I had to. Most fire picture ever. Put it in a magazine. Put it on the cover of ESPN as Caitlin Clark when she won the Final Four.
Look, she's long as hell.
You know the foul she be committing. Don't be calling on her either.
You know who she's dating?
Who?
Connor McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey's younger brother.
Oh, awesome. That's dope. He's in college too?
I think so. I don't think he plays sports or anything now. He's just a regular schmegular boy.
Probably taller than him too.
No, she's not.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So think she like 6'10"?
No, she's not. I think she's 5'8" or 5'9". She's not that tall. Caitlin Clark is not that tall.
Alexa, how tall is Caitlin Clark? 6 feet, Bree.
Oh. Well, no, I'll show you the pictures. They're so cute. All right, so we did Patriots, we did Eagles, we did Jags. I finally found a Steelers one. Build Your Dream Squad Steelers edition. So one quarterback, one running back, 2 wide receivers, 1 tight end. You only have $15.
Who's going first?
I'll go first.
I'll go now.
Okay. Go ahead, June.
I'll go with Hines Ward.
Wait, who's your quarterback?
Oh.
Quarterback, running back, 2 wide receivers, tight end.
I'm gonna go with Mason Rudolph.
Okay.
Running back is gonna be Le'Veon Bell.
Okay. You're at $4.
The receiver is gonna be Antonio Brown.
$9.
The other receiver is gonna be Plaxico.
Okay. You're at 12.
And then Freiermuth.
Okay.
And that's that for a reason.
I'm gonna go Big Ben for 5, of course. Could have went Terry, but Ben has a special place in my heart. Then I'm gonna go Le'Veon Bell for 3, which is 8. And then I'm going to go Santonio Holmes for 3, which puts me at 11. And then I am going to go George Pickens for 2. And I'm going to go Pat Freiermuth for 1.
So I'm going Big Ben at 5, Bell at 3, Brown at 5, Wallace at 1, and Muth at 1.
Nice.
Yep, that's all gone. I ain't get to my location yet.
I'm driving too.
Well, I can't stop and look. Shoot.
Listen, let's not.
So tell me the quarterback. Tell me the quarterback.
Big Ben for 5, Terry Bradshaw for 4. That's our boy, Nikki.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Bradshaw. Boom. Next.
All right, running backs, Jerome Bettis for 5, Franco Harris for 4, Le'Veon Bell for 3, Najee for 2, and Jalen Warren for 1.
Najee. Next.
Wide receiver, Brown, John Stallworth, Santonio Holmes, Juju.
I'm sorry, you got to start over. I'll start over.
Antonio Brown for 5, John Stallworth for 4, Santonio Holmes for 3, Juju for 2, Chase Claypool for 1. One of them have a Super Bowl ring.
I know I heard myself. I have to say
2 of them.
One of them has a Super Bowl ring with the franchise. 2 of them have a Super Bowl ring with the franchise.
I got no choice to say AB. Okay, AB next.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it's Santonio Holmes. That's what I was saying. Yeah. All right, yeah, $11. Your next wide receiver, near wide receiver 2, Hines Ward, Lynn Swan, Plaxico, George Pickens, and Mike Wallace.
Pickens.
All right, you're at $13, so you can only pick between Mark Bruner and Pat Freiermuth.
Pat. There you go. So there go my squad.
Hey, real quick. You guys know why I went with mine. Let me tell you. I try to go with the problematic folks. The folks that
the only one that was problematic for me was AB. Shit.
Hey, Rudolph swung the helmet.
Rudolph was problematic when he got hit in the head by Myles Garrett.
That's why I said Rudolph swung the helmet. Le'Veon Bell had his rap career.
Swing the helmet. Myles Garrett swung the helmet.
Yeah, and try to say that he called him the N-word.
Hey, Le'Veon Bell had his he had his rap career. That's problematic.
He went from rapping to boxing to now he's doing OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Antonio Brown is Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Plaxico shot himself.
Mm-hmm.
And then I couldn't find something wrong with your tight end, so I just went with
my tight ends are always a problem.
So if you look at this, the wide receiver core it's crazy because you could have gone with Hines Ward, AB, Lynn Swan. You could have went Stallworth. Santonio Holmes caught that touchdown in Super Bowl. Plaxico Burress was dope. Juju played his part when he was there, when he wasn't number one. Claypool had a decent career. Mike Wallace too.
He had a great. He had 100. He hit 1,000 yards at 10 weeks. He had 100 yards. First rookie ever to hit 100 yards his first 10 games.
Yeah, that's crazy. So it's like they've always always hit on wide receivers. Like I don't know what it is about the Steelers, but they can draft wide receivers. They can. You know what I'm saying? Plexico went to win with the Giants. Santonio Holmes with the Steelers. Juju with the Chiefs.
Stalwart with the Steelers.
Yeah,
Hines Ward with the
Antoine.
Steelers. Mm-hmm.
Did Mike Wallace win with you guys?
Yes, he did in 9.
Yeah.
The 08-09 season.
And Hines Ward got hit. Even the running backs, like Bettis wasn't original Steeler. He came over, but still, Franco Harris, Le'Veon Bell, Najee had that run, and Warren. I think that's a good 1-2 combo. I remember Cordell.
They're starting to be that generational talent for our organization, because even though our offense has been like literally, what I would say is our biggest piece missing is our quarterback, right? Because if you look at what Najee and Jaylen Warren did this past season with mediocre quarterback core, they still balled out and showed out. Najee waited until Frank was eliminated from fantasy football to start doing some stuff. But
thank you.
Jaylen Warren definitely showed out, especially when Najee was struggling.
You know,
I tell you what, we draft good offensively. You know, I think we were just spoiled with 2 quarterbacks for so long, and Big Ben and Terry Bradshaw.
I think we can agree that finding that quarterback, that franchise quarterback, matters. You know what I'm saying? Every winning organization has either generational quarterback, or they have a great defense that can make up for not having a good quarterback, like the Ravens with Trent Dilfer. You know what I'm saying? So, you need it, but yeah, they've always drafted good wide receivers.
All right. So next, they're driving. I'll do it when everybody is more standard, because I have a quick little.
You know, you don't got that fancy car. It drives itself.
All right. So
nice drive home.
For your franchise, right? So me, Steelers, Frank, Patriots, June, Eagles, Nikki, Jags. You are going to build your team, your dream team, but you can only pick players that was drafted by your franchise. So you can't pick people who came over.
So like I can't pick Amendola, Randy Moss, Wes Welker.
You have to pick
Martellus Bennett, anything like that. Okay.
Toby, I'm recording my
easy
podcast.
Day.
So I'll give everybody like a second, like a minute to.
You want to go? You want to go first, or?
Shit.
I mean, I go first. I just want to know what you want to do.
Dang.
You're scratching everything.
So we can name anybody?
No, only that your team drafted. So like, for quarterback, Trevor. Who's the other guy that took you out to the AFC Championship?
Gabbert.
No.
Blake Bortles.
Yeah, Bortles. Wide receivers, like people that y'all drafted, not y'all traded.
You could build your team's dream team, but you could only use players that your team drafted.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go.
All right, go ahead, bro.
Jalen Hurts.
Okay.
Devontae Smith. Wait, I almost said Rieger. I almost shot myself in the face. So that was very funny. Damn, I just had a receiver in my head, just went blank. Good Lord. We'll come back to the second one. And the third. Running back, Westbrook. Second, McCoy. Hurts. Goddard. O-line, last year's.
Hold on, y'all.
Not last year, the year before that.
No, okay.
Tight ends, I already know who I'm going.
Hold on. You gonna go first, Bree, or you want me to go?
No, I'll go.
Deshaun Jackson and
Okay.
Deshaun Jackson and golly, he retired at Eagle 2 years ago. All right, I'll tell you a third one in a second.
See, it's harder than it looks, right, June? Because you got to think.
Well, it's just more so sometimes I just forget.
Mhm.
But yeah, I mean, all I'm missing is that third receiver, and I'm looking at him in his face, and he's
I'm just
one of the best route runners that got traded to Denver.
Did you pick your O-line? Which O-line?
Yeah, the one not 2022.
I'm ready to go.
Okay, go ahead, Frank.
I got
I
Edelman,
can't pick. Okay, good. All right, so you got Brady, Edelman,
Malcolm Mitchell, Deion
Mhm.
Branch, Kevin Falk, James White, Aaron Hernandez, Gronkowski, and our 04 line, 2004 offensive line.
Okay. I have, of course, Big Ben. I have Le'Veon Bell and Najee as my two running backs. Oh, let me just go in order. All right, so I have Ben Roethlisberger, Hines Ward as my wide receiver 1, Santonio Holmes as my wide receiver 2, AB as my wide receiver 3. I think that would be dangerous. Running backs, I have Le'Veon Bell and Najee. I was gonna pick Franco, but I was stuck. But for my tight end number 1, I have Jesse James. Love him. Tight end number 2, I have Pat Freiermuth, and then my honorable mention, of course, is Heath. And then my offensive line, I have the 2016-2017 Steelers offensive line. Because we had Marquise Pat. We had the super stupid line. Okay. And then, Nikki, are you gonna go? Or are you still thinking? All right, with the teams that you built, what do you think you would win your division?
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
1,000%. Do you think you'll win your conference?
Yeah.
1,000. Frank, you're okay. So me and Frank and Nikki are in the same conference. June, you guys won the NFC. Okay, because there's nobody else here. Now, June, between my dream Steelers team and Frank's dream Patriots team, who's taking the cake in the AFC Championship game? Do you want to hear our teams again?
Between who's taking the AFC game?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to hear our teams again?
Yep.
All right, mine was Big Ben, Antonio Brown, Hines Ward, Santonio Holmes, Najee Harris, and Le'Veon Bell, Jesse James, and Pat Freiermuth with the 2016-2017 Steelers O-line. And Frank's was...
I got Brady, Edelman, Malcolm Mitchell, Deion Branch, Kevin Falk, James White, Hernandez, Gronk, and the 2004 offensive line.
No, it's a tie.
You said
it's a tie?
Gosh, it's tough, man. And the only reason I would give the edge,
Dude, you're cutting out. Dude, you have bad service.
It's because
you have bad service.
I know. I'm almost done. I'm almost to the bridge. Hold on, Bree.
Because we didn't hear words you just said.
All right, can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yeah, when I go through that little bridge, it always does that. The only reason I'm gonna give 51% to the Pats is because of Najee Harris weak ass.
No, he's not fucking weak. Don't do that.
Crazy as fuck. He fucked me on damn fantasy last year.
That's your fault. That's your fault.
That's his fault. And then Frank knows. And Frank knows. Because Frank had him too.
Personal opinions aside.
I would tell you why I'm laughing, right? Because he screwed us man. I'm not drafting that dude ever again. Let me tell you.
No, but wait, I have a listen. Hold on.
No.
But
Oh man. Whew.
you know, Najee Harris is the only person in NFL history to rush for over 1,000 yards his first 3 seasons in the NFL. So he rushed for over 1,000 seasons last year. So
that's cute. He ain't do nothing for me when I needed him though. So
he still rushed for over 1,000 seasons.
no, 1,000 yards, girl, not 1,000 seasons.
I meant 1,000
I'm
yards.
about to say,
You know
damn,
what I
that
meant.
guy's good.
1,000 yards.
Outlive Jesus.
1,000 yards. 3 straight seasons with over 1,000 yards. The only NFL running back to ever do that.
I mean, look, honestly, I think both lineups are good. I'm gonna go with mine, obviously, because I'm a Patriot fan.
I'm gonna go with mine.
Now, the only thing on my list that doesn't have a ring would be Hernandez, but Brady, Super Bowl MVP, Edelman, Super Bowl MVP, Deion Branch, Super Bowl MVP, Mitchell got a ring with us, Kevin Falk got a couple with us, James White got one with us, a few with us. Gronk got, he's Gronk. What are you doing, Brady? And then
this is Big Ben talking, and I just want to let you know my wide receivers will fuck your wide receivers up.
Yeah, but it comes down to the quarterback. And you pick Ben over Brady. Like,
listen, I'm bigger than him. I could beat him up.
Hey,
put me and Brady 1-on-1 in a boxing match. Who winning?
That's possible. He used to eat chicken wings. He doesn't eat none of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? He eats avocado ice cream. But he does pliabilities, though, Bree. You got to understand that pliabilities keeps the muscles, loose. He might win. I know who ain't winning. Le'Veon Bell, that's for sure.
It was hard. You know what? But I picked him because I think he in his prime, he is such a what?
No, you talking about Le'Veon Bell or you talking about
Yeah.
no, listen, y'all had a squad, bro. Like the
Killer Bees, Bell,
Bell,
Ben and Brown.
I like Ben. I always did like Ben. Ben used to be able to, you couldn't sack him easily. You know what I'm saying?
Do you remember when he was running with the fucking line, like the lineman on his back, and he just kept going, or like a backpack?
And pause. No Diddy. He was a big dude.
All right, Nikki, you have your dream team?
Oh, that's right, Nikki. Nikki's at brunch right now, y'all. She's socializing. Look at her.
No. No. Because the people I was about to pick, I had to go look. What was their position? No. I don't know. I don't.
Let's
like
have Nikki
any
pick
of
her
my-
team.
Yeah, go ahead. Y'all was watching it before I was born.
Look, I go Blake Bortles. He got him to the AFC Championship.
I go Blake. I thought Blake was okay. Remember, I told you that.
Running backs, I'm probably going Fournette, and who's the other guy they got now?
Drew.
Nah, the dude that the commentator that he didn't make Hall of Fame. What's his name?
Yeah, that's his name.
Fred Taylor.
Jones Drew.
Fred Taylor.
No,
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, Fred Taylor. Yep.
Taylor. Yeah. That was the only person I picked.
Tight ends. I don't know much of their tight ends or their wide receivers, man.
Me
Me neither.
It's hard.
Yeah.
They have
Justin
that
Smith.
one light skinned dude that was
Justin Smith.
Who?
Justin Smith. He just sounds like he'll get drafted by the Jags.
Shut the Jags wide receivers drafted by Jaguars. Let's see. You have Ernest Wilford, Mike Thomas.
Ernest Wilford is a great one.
Kendall Newsom, Justin Blackman, Chad Owens, Ace Sanders, Marquise Lee, Jimmy Smith, Kevin Lockett, Keenan McCardell, Laurent Robinson. That sounds like a nice name. Taquan Underwood, John Broussard, Reggie Williams.
Dede Westbrook.
Who?
Dede Westbrook.
Oh, he's not even up here.
He was number 3. He was picked in round number 4.
Oh, they ain't got him on this.
I picked Didi. I knew Didi.
Oh yeah, he right here. You went, yeah, Dede Westbrook. He's right here. The other one they got Dewan Smooth, but that's defense.
Smooth.
No, he's defense. Never mind.
That dude, that
actually,
light skinned dude caught that touchdown in the Bengals game, Parker Washington. And we were like, who's
I don't know who
that?
that is.
When Trevor Lawrence went down.
I seen Smooth on Friday
Yeah, you told us.
at the airport. I ain't gonna talk about him because he was yucky.
He didn't say hi back to you. That's why.
Nah, his wife did though.
Yeah, but you see, he didn't know you the chief of personnel for the Jaguars. He should have said something to you. He could be playing somewhere else. I'm looking at their list. They got Jalen Camp.
That might be his future. He got to go. Being disrespectful.
Chenault. What about Chenault? Junior, he did all right. DJ Shark.
I don't know who that is. I know who Ernest Wolford
Oh, I
is.
like DJ. No,
Shark.
DJ right
Yeah,
now.
that's my guy.
Yeah, that's my guy. DJ, I
Ernest
think he's in
Wolford.
the Lions right now. Isn't he with the Lions?
No, he's with Minnesota.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But
Okay,
he was with the Lions. No, he was with
Okay.
the Lions. He got traded to Minnesota.
Yeah, he left from us to the Lions. DJ, I love DJ. I was so sad when we left. We traded
Yeah.
him.
Robinson, Bree. That was a good one.
Who?
Allen Robinson.
Allen Robinson was great. Ernest Wolford.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Blackman was good too.
T-shirt.
Yo, Justin Blackman, yeah, and he was in 2012.
Wait, another running back we forgot that was drafted by the Jags is Maurice Jones-Drew.
I said him earlier. Yeah, I just
Oh,
couldn't.
you did? Okay, I didn't hear him.
But she said
Yeah, of course.
that's what I was thinking about. But then she said Fred
And then
Taylor
Fred Taylor, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
because he was nice too. I think if
Maurice Jones-Drew was fire. He was very fire.
yeah, like if you put both of them together, him and Freddie T, that'd be. They had some. I guess their wide receivers is hard because of the fact that the quarterbacks haven't always been hitting. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
And then they draft wide receivers so late. Like if you look, I'm looking at from 1995 to present, their wide receivers are drafted in rounds 5, 6, or 7. So
yeah, it's rare that they take one at the beginning.
mhm.
95, 96. There was an
In 2000, their number 1 pick was a wide receiver, R.J. Soward. That was in 2000. All right. So these are new players acquired during the offseason so far. So at the top of the list, we have the Washington Commanders with 20. Next, we have Miami and Houston tied with 15 new players acquired this offseason so far. Then next, we have the Panthers, Eagles, and Bears tied with 13 new players acquired. Then we have the Vikings and the Giants tied with 12 new players acquired. Then we have the Browns and Steelers tied with 11 new players acquired. Then we have the Jags, Seahawks, Cardinals, and San Francisco 49ers tied with 10 new players acquired so far. Then we have the Bills, the Jets, the Patriots, and the Titans tied with 9 new players acquired. Then the Chargers with 8, Saints with 6, along with the Bengals. And then tied with 5 new players acquired is the Buccaneers, the Broncos, the Falcons, the Lions, and the Rams. Tied with 4 new players acquired, we have the Ravens and the Raiders. Tied with 3, Kansas City and Green Bay. 2 new players acquired, the Colts. And only 1 new player acquired this offseason so far is the Cowboys.
I told you, for my team, the reason we haven't got anybody in there is because first, we don't have a quarterback. Oh, we lost him? Oh, no. We don't have a quarterback, and I think that's big. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't think they don't know what the culture is going to be like with Mayo there.
Mm-hmm.
Not having like a quarterback, it's really hurting us. for bringing certain people in, you know. But the Cowboys, we talked about it before, and it's like people like, oh, why they haven't done anything? I mean, what they needed to improve on. The only position that I think we could all agree they could improve on is what? Quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And we know they ain't gonna get rid of that. So
I'm shocked that you said that because that was the thing I thought. I was like, they only picked up one, but then their team ain't gonna be. It's not. It might not be great, but it's not gonna suck. You know what I mean? So,
Someone in the comments on Instagram said, "Life of the Cowboys. If it's broken, keep it broke."
but you know what's crazy? We talked about this. Nothing's gonna change with the Cowboys until Jerry Jones is gone. I'm sorry to say that. Until he's done being the owner and or not being so involved, I should say. It's gonna be the same way.
No, and did you see what the Derrick Henry said? He wanted to go to the Cowboys and he was waiting for them to call him, and no one ever called him or hit him up.
Mm-hmm.
yep, he said they never called.
Yep, I watched the pivot. He said it never called him, like they didn't need him, and he lives in Dallas too. He actually has a house in Dallas. He would have loved to go there, and I think it would have made a big difference for them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Of course they would have, because you know when Zeke was with them, right? Pollard ate so much because of Zeke. You get what I'm saying? And you see, once Zeke left, Pollard wasn't, you know, he wasn't hitting the way you thought. They need a power back running back. That would have been a good steal for them. I'm not even saying steal by how much. I'm just saying the player himself. But I'm happy he out of my division, so you know.
Okay, next. The next topic we are going to talk today. I gotta go back to my thing. We'll just go ahead and knock it out. Stefon Diggs to the Texans. June, you want to go first? We'll let June take this one.
I think it's a good pickup for the Texans. However, I think it's one of those things where I think he will probably ball out. He's in, like I said, he's in his last year of his contract, so I mean he's going to get a decent contract the following year. I guess the bigger question is he still going to be in the Texans after this year? However, to answer the question, I think it's a good pickup for DeMeco Ryans and the Texans. It just shows. I mean, it just shows that people want to play for that head coach. They got a great setup offensively over there. And shoot, man. And honestly, I think that solidifies that team as a team to beat in the AFC, in my opinion. Because just before that, I had the Browns as a team to beat. Me personally, I had the Browns as the team to beat. But now that with that addition, I'll be crazy to say that the Browns are the team to beat in AFC. So everything will fall on the shoulders of CJ Stroud. I think the pressure just now becomes that, and that could be another topic to talk about another day, because I think that just adds more pressure towards the quarterback rather than the coach.
Mm-hmm.
Frank?
So I'm two sides on this, right? When I first saw it, I was like, oh my God, this is what they needed. Get CJ Stroud a true wide receiver one. They got Collins down there. They got who's the other guy? Tank Dell. Whoever got hurt.
Tank Dell, Nico, and Stephon are
they
the
got
new.
Joe Mixon. Like they doing Dalton Schultz, one of the top tight ends in the league. Boom. And then I was watching some of the shows, and somebody said, what about his attitude coming into the locker room with a young rookie quarterback? And it was a twofold, because the question here, it's not just the Texans. How does this impact the Bills, right? We already felt the Bills lost so many weapons this offseason, and they haven't replenished. Now you lost pretty much your entire receiving core. You got Gabe Davis, Diggs, McKenzie left. You lost both your safeties in Poyer and the other one, Micah Hyde. You lost Tre'Davious White when dead cap space. You're just losing everybody. You know what I'm saying? People leaving. You got people retiring, running backs retiring, and Harris. He had 1 year there or two and retired, coming from us. So I'm gonna go back to, yes, it's a good addition to the team. I think it's great. The Texans hooked him up really because he technically had 3 years left on his contract. The way they set the deal up is that the Bills are gonna eat the cap space up, pay him to 3 years pretty much. He only does 1 year. He's a free agent.
But they're sorry, go ahead. My apologies.
So I think that it's a good look because then if he's a problem for the team, they could dump him and not lose nothing. My concern is, what is that going to look like when he's has to share the ball, when he's frustrated and he goes on Twitter and decides to make all these rants? How is that going to affect a young quarterback that's still learning how to be a leader in the NFL with a polarizing figure? And then for me on the other side, I think for the Bills, it'd be good because it's going to force Josh Allen to spread the ball around more and not try to force it to one person. But that's my take on it. We will have to see what's up.
They're already working out together. They were working out last night together. I just posted it in the chat. Tank Dell, C.J. Stroud, Stephon Diggs, Tank Dell, and John Michie with the Twitch streamer names sketch. But I saw something yesterday. I'm trying to find it. I should have saved it. I forgot what it said along the lines. I should have saved it. But it's crazy to me that they got Stephon Diggs and only gave up a 2025 second-round pick.
I think Nikki wanted to say something, and I want, because this topic we could actually dive into in a couple of different things. So go ahead, Nikki.
Thank you.
I think you hit the nail on the head. But I don't think it's a bad move. I think it's interesting because, and it's sad to say this, the diva that Stephon has become. You know what I'm saying? And because the Bills was just like gone, like just gone. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We'll see. I mean, anybody that will come, and the funny thing about the whole situation is Stephon was nobody before the Miracle, the Minnesota Miracle. He was just a normal random player, and I think the success of that put him on the map, which was cool. He lived up to the name, or he lived up to that moment. But then he became like, you know what I'm saying? He was human. Hold on, they loud. Hold on.
So in Minnesota, it was him and Thielen. It was like the best combination.
They were great.
Yeah, and he got mad that Thielen got the bag before him, and he felt that he should have got the bag. So that's fine. That's, we all know he's and see, I like a Thielen kind of receiver. It reminds me of Edelman, Welker, all that stuff. Those kind of receivers you could use anywhere. But it looks better when you have a receiver like Diggs to take off the pressure. So he gets to from 2018 to 2023, he's had over 1,000 yards receiving. So he's improved. Like his first 3 years, he had under 1,000, right? So
yeah, 2015 he had 720, 2016 he had 903, and then 2017 he had 849, 2018 he had 1,021. So 2018 he had 1,000 yards per season all the way up until currently.
Yeah, and so when he came to the Bills, he helped Allen's number get better, and Allen helped him. But like you said, Nikki, the concern is that diva mentality when you get to that locker room, because the Texans have a good chemistry. They have
great wide receivers. So if there's already chemistry with Nico Collins and Tank Dell as the wide receiver 1 and 2, I'm sorry, you're gonna just have to be the 3, But that also will be good too. But
he won't be the 3. He won't.
Hell no.
So here's the thing. In my opinion, if Stephon Diggs listens to this, look,
sorry,
bro, you want to win, you got to put your ego aside. Look at the
Exactly.
teams that are winning. Look at the teams that have won multiple championships. They put the look at Patrick Mahomes. Right now, we can say is the best quarterback in the league. And he restructured his deal twice already to get people in to do what? Continue to win championships. You have to put ego aside. You have to be it has to be the best player for the game, right? So, for example, if you're going into a game and you know they're going to scheme Diggs and double him, then guess what, Diggs? You're not going to get the ball like that. It's got to go to somebody else, and you have to understand that's the role you're playing. He cried about not getting the ball. The last 4 years, he's led the league in receptions combined. The last 4 years, he's the number one receiver in receptions, and you're crying that you're not getting the ball. You know what I'm saying? Like, and when they've getting you the ball last year in the playoffs, there was some plays where like, yo, what happened, bro? You could have caught that, and you didn't catch it. But you're looking at Josh Allen like it was his fault. So, I mean, to me, I don't know. I think obviously he is a good wide receiver, probably top 10 in the league. Some might say top 5. He's going to make any team better. You know what I'm saying? I just don't know how it's going to look when you're not getting when you have those frustrating games. Because remember, CJ's still learning. Last year, there was no film on CJ. Now there's film on.
Still a baby.
Yeah. So now you're going to come into the league, and June's right. Everybody wants to go there. They have something going. DeMeco Ryans is doing well. He's turned that team around. But we just got to see, man. And on paper, it could always look good. It don't have to mean it doesn't have to equate to great. You know what I'm saying? So,
and it's surprising that, his complaint of not getting the ball, they already was solid without him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying that adding him in the addition isn't a good thing, but they did well without it. They could only do better, but you're right. He's gonna have to understand the assignment and know how he plays in that assignment, and it may not be all the time having all the touches that he thinks he so much deserves. So we'll see. He over here in our neck of the woods now.
So it says what? I looked this up. It says trying to do too much and force the ball downfield was once again a part of Allen's downfall. He was 4 for 9 with all 3 interceptions on throws of 15 or more air yards downfield. And all 3 of the picks came against the Jet standard pass rush, tied most such interceptions in his career. So a lot of people were saying that because Diggs, he was always trying to force the ball to Diggs. He was throwing a pick or whatever because he's trying to give him the ball when he could have went to other players. And we saw it in the playoffs. He could have went to other players and he didn't. And Allen has enough experience to know that, so it might be better. The reason I thought about it is because on Speak, when James Jones mentioned that, and how the Bills could probably be better without him. Shady McCoy went off. He was like, "Oh my God, he's the number 1 wide receiver." Blah blah blah. How can you say they're a better team without him? It's possible. Look, we didn't win a Super Bowl with Randy Moss and Wes Welker. Not one. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes having the best don't mean you're gonna be the best.
Right. We didn't win one with Antonio Brown. And he was
Le'Veon Bell, exactly.
And that was one of the best wide receiver running back duos in that time. Now, my question for y'all is mainly for Nikki, right? Just because it's her division. Out of Nico Collins, Tank Dell, and Stephon Diggs, who do you cover? You as a Jags fan, who would you want? Like, your defense better than mine. How do you stop that trio?
You don't.
Oh, and Mixon. Don't forget Mixon.
Our defense. When you look at our team, our defense has been, to me, the stronger part of the team. And not by personnel, just by how we play. But I never felt like we were at 100 anyway. So we're going to struggle. The reality is...
What safeties and corners do y'all have?
Safety. What's that dude name? Wingard? Is that his name? Wingard, the white long-headed dude. You know who I'm talking about, Jim?
The blonde dude that was waving the terrible towel around.
Yes, yes.
That's it. And then the terrible towel curse came back at y'all.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know who else is after him. And you know what's so funny? Last year or 2 years ago, he wasn't even our number one, but he was out there.
You got at safety, you got corner, you got Christian Braswell,
Don't know.
Monteric Brown, Tavon Campbell, Tyson Campbell. Safety, you got Andre Cisco.
Oh, Cisco. Okay.
Another
And
cornerback,
when
Darby. You see, I'm
Cisco.
looking
Cisco
at
was number 5.
yeah, Eric
Cisco
Hallett
ain't do shit.
second. Eric Hallett the second. Hold on, I'm looking
No,
at
we just got these people on the team. I don't think they ever touched the field a day in their life.
Gregory.
What's Wingard?
Then you got Amani or somebody there. Hold on. And your safety is Ayo or your Loda and Darnell Savage.
Who? My Wingard definitely gonna safety. I don't know who you talking about. But anyway, we're gonna struggle. I mean, I said it a couple of weeks ago when we said, right? He says number 1 and number 2 for me right now in our division, and that's the truth. You know, not. It's so funny when you were looking at the list about the teams and how many people did they got in the off season. I was like, with the top 3, the only one that, even though the Dolphins and the Texans got the same number of people, I was like, the wave was definitely on the Texas side. You know, I don't know who went to Washington.
You don't know. A lot of people went to Washington. We talked about it. Yeah, no, we talked about it.
No, I know that, but I'm talking about the wave.
Oh,
like
the Texas is making noise. We talked about it a couple of weeks ago. The Washington Commanders is slowly making noise too. It's just nobody's talking about them, but they're picking up a lot of key good players. No one's talking about it because it's the Washington Commanders, but they're sneakily they might be somebody this season, this upcoming season.
Well,
they got a new head coach, a new offensive coordinator. They got like a whole they clean slate, just like New England. They picked up a lot of people and we're like, yo, why is nobody talking about them as much? Because they're picking up great people, a lot of key players as well. Okay. Hold on, I'm just trying to. Next, we have Bill. This is more for Frank, but Bill Belichick is writing a book.
That's gonna be interesting. So I'm looking forward to it. Oh, my bad. So with Bill, look, they've written books about Bill. I'm reading one now about him, and he didn't even write it. So I'm looking forward to see what he wrote. I watched the entire Dynasty documentary on Apple TV Plus. I recommend watching it. However, I don't agree with certain things, and I can see why some of the players stopped watching it, like Rodney Harrison, Matthew Slater, Julian Edelman. A lot of people have not finished it because of the portrayal of Belichick. And it does look like they're using Belichick as a scapegoat. However, there are a few things that we do call in questions as fans. Was one, why did you go for all-out blitz in Super Bowl, the 2007 Super Bowl, and we couldn't win undefeated? You know, after the miracle catch off the helmet, you go zero blitz and leave Plaxico Burress open in the end zone when you should have probably went zone. That's one. The other one was why he didn't start Malcolm Butler in the Super Bowl against the Eagles when they clearly were killing us all over the field throwing the ball, and he had no reason for that. On top of that, his decision making towards the end of his career was really much of a person that said, you know what, I'm done. Like we see in the military, somebody that says I'm retiring, and and they just stop caring and they don't do their job the way they're supposed to, and they're so stuck in their ways. I'm interested to see what he's gonna say. But on the dynasty, that guy Ernie Adams, he was next to Bill for almost his entire time in the Patriots. And him and Bill know each other, I think, from college or high school. Yeah, college days. So I'm interested to hear what he has to say, in regards to his life and his career. You know, I mean, I buy it obviously because he's Bill Belichick, but I would be really interested to hear what he has to say.
Were you asleep?
No, nah, she froze. And I tell you,
I thought she was asleep.
I'm gonna tell you something, and I see the problem with him.
For me?
Yeah, you was like this because it froze. So
yeah, because I was saving something. I sent something to my iPad, and then I had to close out of here to save it and then get back on. Yeah.
He never gave Brady credit. Like he never, like, you know how you got Bruce Arians did Bruce Arians. You know how but Andy Reid, he bigs up Mahomes. You know, Sirianni with Jalen. You know, all these head coaches, they talk highly about the quarterback. When Brady went out there and came back from 28-3 in the post, and they asked him how did he play, it was like, oh, Brady did okay, but the team as a whole played great. It was never like, yo, the dude did it. When he went out there and threw for 505 yards against the Eagles in the Super Bowl and lost, everybody, hold on, Nikki, everybody says Brady played great and he lost in the game. And it's like he never gives him credit. And I can see why Brady felt the way he felt. 20 years, you never even pat my back one time. Like, it sucks. But go ahead, Nikki, go ahead.
All right, so I think what you're asking for at the time you want it wouldn't be giving him a pat in the back. It'll be more stroking of an ego. Expectations were already high from him there, right? So if you hit the expectation, okay, good job. You get what I'm saying? Now, if you exceed, but at that time, he's already at the top. You get what I'm saying? So I think anything besides that, he did a good job and put him more on team is stroking ego. You get what I'm saying? So, you know, maybe earlier on, maybe 5 years in or 6 years in, then I'll see that. Like how we're giving CJ Stroud now, right? Year one, we like, wow, you know what I'm saying? Think about it like this. The praise that we gave CJ, we're not doing that to Patrick. We might say he's the best right now, but we're not giving. We're noticing him doing this. The stuff that irritates us, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, I just think timing. I mean, the time of getting all that accolade, he's going to, I mean, come on now. You can't talk about football or the greats without his name being in there. That's the accolade that he's going to get. But anything else past that?
I think when you watch the documentary, you see it because he would. But the thing with Belichick, he treated everybody the same in that film room. You know, if he cursed Brady out, he cursed out the lowest person on the totem pole. He treated everybody the same. But when you hear him talk about Lawrence Taylor, remember who they compared to Lawrence Taylor? That they were like, oh, he's a Lawrence Taylor's level. It was a defensive player, Aaron Donald, I think it was, or somebody. They compared him. They asked Belichick, and they said something about comparison to that person, Lawrence Taylor. And the way Belichick spoke about Lawrence Taylor, he's never spoke about Brady, ever. Like in his mind, but don't get me wrong, in my mind too, there's nobody greater than Lawrence Taylor in defense. You know what I'm saying? To him, he's the best defensive player ever. But you're right, Nick. You know, egos. I just feel like I'm gonna ask you guys a question, right? Obviously, I don't think you guys watched the documentary, but we saw what happened with New England after Brady left. We've seen the demise of the Patriots. You know, we went from being in the penthouse to being in the cardboard box on Skid Row in Los Angeles, right? The laughing stock of the NFL. You know, everybody's so happy that we're finally losing and shit. Everybody's so
that's not cardboard boxes.
Yeah. You know, we're
going
everybody's happy. You know, there was a question asked to the owner if Belichick would have left, would Brady would have stayed. He said yes. So if you were Robert Kraft, if you were the owner of the Patriots, It's at that point, like 2019, we just won that other Super Bowl, and it's getting to that point. You know, you can't keep it. Who would you have rather kept, Brady or Belichick? I'm gonna start with Nikki.
Belichick. I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
I'll get rid of both of them around here, but I'll do Belichick. I think, eventually, Brady's tenure was going to come to an end. You know what I'm saying? Not only with the team, just as a player. You get what I'm saying? And the longevity that you can get from the coach compared to a player, it's there. Now, granted, Belichick didn't he plummeted too, but I think just looking from the outside in, you like, yo, he got me this, he did this, or whatever. How many Brady got? You know, at 42, at 40, they like, shit, his time is coming to an end, So I think, longevity wise, they went with what was best. Not best as in talent, but just
what made more
I hate
sense?
to say availability, yeah, but what makes sense for longevity, Yeah.
Bree, who you would have went with?
Bill.
June?
I agree with Nikki. I think we're basing
His dog.
Bill Belichick ain't getting hit. So that's it.
I'm on the fence, man. I'm so on the fence about it. And I'm gonna tell you why. And I've said this before. We had the run we had because of ownership and the quarterback. But it was something that Amendola said. He said, we played for Brady and worked for Bill. And a lot of those players always said Brady. Brady was the leader. Brady was this. Brady was that. And what helped Bill get to where he was at, the Patriot way, was the fact that he could pretty much shit on Brady anytime he wanted to, and Brady would take it. And people would look at it, well, damn, this dude got 3 rings, 4 rings, 5 rings. And he's talking to him like he's nobody. And it would make somebody be humble. But once you lost Brady, and a lot of people said it, once Brady was gone, he didn't have that control of the locker room no more because you don't have the legend in there eating shit just to make you look good, So I'm on the fence about it. I don't know. I'm a big Belichick fan. I hope that this book is good, and I hope that he finds his rhythm, maybe comes back or stays gone, and let it be what it is. Because that style of coaching is not really existing anymore, But yeah.
So we were here.
And you gotta understand, right? Based even what you said, where people wanted to play with Brady only played 3 years after that.
Yeah.
And one of the years he had to come back from retirement.
I mean, to me,
and out of the 3 years, it was only one Super Bowl that they got. One time he didn't even know that it was 4th down. His time was coming.
the year he won the Super Bowl, he didn't even know.
Yeah.
So, Bree, let me ask my question before we transition, because we're talking about Patriots and Brady, right?
Yeah.
Real quick.
Go ahead.
Who can name me the 9 quarterbacks that beat Brady in the playoffs?
In the playoffs?
Yeah. Hold on.
Okay, June go first. June.
Yeah,
June had his hand raised first.
Okay.
I'm only gonna name one.
Oh God, no, June. All 9.
D pause Foles.
Okay, so that's one.
I just wanted to name one. All right, guys. You guys got it.
Yeah, but how about the other one?
You want to take a shot at Nikki?
I got.
Oh no.
All right,
Eli
go ahead.
Manning. Eli Manning.
Hold up, June. You had your chance. You said one. That's
Oh,
it.
I thought you said somebody else. Nobody else said
9. Name the 9 people.
All right.
Go ahead.
Nick. So we already said Nick Foles.
Uh-huh.
Eli Manning.
Uh-huh.
Big Ben.
Nope.
Yes, he did in 2008. Oh, y'all didn't make it to the playoffs, didn't y'all?
No,
we
didn't. Yeah. Oh no, we didn't make it. No, we didn't. Yeah, Brady was
okay. So we said Nick Foles.
Uh-huh.
Eli Manning.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna throw a ringer.
Drew Brees.
Who?
Mark Sanchez.
Okay, with the Jets.
I remember that playoff run. Oh. Peyton.
Hey, she looked it up. She looking down.
No, I'm not. Peyton, no, because Peyton played for the
Yeah,
Colts.
some
AFC.
cheating
I'm
asses,
thinking
man.
of AFC. I'm thinking of
Cheating
AFC quarterbacks.
asses.
I'm thinking of
Reed,
AFC
don't bring no
quarterbacks.
money. He's trying to throw
I'm
you
thinking
off,
of
Reed.
AFC quarterbacks. I'm sorry, June, that I watch all of football and not just the Eagles. That way you can only name one player to beat Brady, and I can name some because I actually watch
only name
all
one
teams
that
except
only name one that matters. You keep looking down like you looked it up.
I'm not looking down at all.
Hold up.
I'll do this.
Espérate. Listen, you have Peyton, Eli, Nick Foles, and Mark Sanchez. Go ahead.
Look. So June don't think I'm looking down.
Too late. You already looked down.
I'm not looking down. There's nothing on my phone. There's absolutely nothing on my phone.
Oh, come on.
There's nothing on my phone. Okay. Peyton. I'm trying to think of people who went to the playoffs that the Patriots lost to, and that made it far.
Breathe.
No, Drew Brees never beat him in the playoffs.
Nick.
Oh, Tannehill beat him one time. So that's 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, what the fuck is his name? Who was just the Browns fucking quarterback that just went to the Colts? What's his name? Y'all know who I'm talking about.
I know the answer. I want you to tell me.
I forgot his name. I literally just forgot his name. June, what's his name?
Oh my God.
Delaware Blue Hens.
Yes. I'm gonna give you
credit.
What
the fuck is his name?
Flacco. I got you.
Joe Flacco.
Hey, call him Mr. Flacco. Okay.
I legit forgot his name.
All right, so you need 3 more. 3 more.
3 more. Damn. This is hard.
There's 2 thing about this very recent.
Mahomes.
No.
No, not Mahomes. Stafford, the Rams.
All right, 2 more.
June, what are you swiping over there? June is like,
oh, I mean, y'all both messed it up. June been out. I mean, but
2 more.
knock it out.
You give up?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
They said there's one quarterback sent them into retirement.
Yeah, it was Stafford. That's the playoffs they lost.
He went to the playoffs again his 3rd year there. And they lost to a certain team and got mollywopped by them.
I'm trying to...
Who?
No, it wasn't. It had to whoever played. I'm trying to think. Who played the Bucks in the wild card?
Who's Nikki saying?
Nikki said Pat.
Oh no, Pat. He's never lost to Pat in the playoffs. Nope, not Lamar.
It's an NFC team, Nia. Nikki. I said Nia. Nikki.
The 2 last.
Damn, who did they play?
Hold up. Last 2 quarterbacks. One's an AFC and one is an NFC.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out AFC. Well, the one I need to figure out is who played in the wild card round in 2022-2023 season. It wasn't the Rams. No, because they beat the Eagles and they played the Rams in a divisional round.
Yes.
Damn.
This was a loss.
Who the fuck played the Rams in a wild card round? Not the season before last.
Bucks. I give you the answer. You want to know?
Yeah.
Dak Prescott.
Oh, the Cowboys. I forgot about that game.
You want the last?
Oh, I forgot about
that. I knew it was that.
Don't tell us the last one. Okay, give me a hint on the last one. What years?
I knew it was that.
What years was it?
Oh, let me see, because I don't know the years. Let me see. Hold on. This one threw me off when I saw it. So I'm not gonna lie to you. It threw me off when I saw it. This was 2005.
Oh gosh. 2005. Damn.
It was an AFC team.
Mm-hmm. Give me one more hit because I want to get it.
Russell Wilson just played for that team.
Oh, the Broncos. Who was the quarterback for? Who was the quarterback?
Yeah, I didn't know he actually was a person. It's the fact that he lost to Tannehill, Sanchez, Foles, and this one and this person.
I remember the Titans. I remember the Titans and Patriots playoff game, and Tannehill won, and they made it seem like it was
that was Brady's last play. That was his last game in New England.
Yeah.
And
they made it seem like Ryan Tannehill won the playoff, like won the Super Bowl.
It was, but Brady threw that pick to Logan Ryan, his ex-teammate. So that ran in for a pick six.
So Broncos.
2005.
2005. Damn, I was so young. I'm trying to think. I don't know his name.
Jake Plummer. Yes, also Jake Plummer.
I did good. I named the most quarterbacks.
So that's what. So
because I focus on all.
Yeah,
conferences, not just the Eagles, June.
You don't care. Look.
Hey, just because I didn't want to say the other 8, I just said I'm gonna name the one that matters to me, which is what I did.
You wasn't cheated this time, June, though. You bowed out gratefully.
I mean, I could have kept going. I could have did what Bree did and held you on here for 38 minutes and figured it out.
All right, go ahead, Bree.
Wow, June, that was fucked up what you just put in the thing. All right.
I didn't do that. Skip Bayless did.
You put it in
us.
Okay, so sorry. I have some phlegm in my throat and this shit is nasty. All right, so I'm gonna add this picture. So this picture was taken yesterday. So they caught Bill Belichick in Washington Huskies gear at their spring training. Do you think he's gonna go coach college?
No.
He was at practice in the gear. Do you think he's there to scout to see, or do you think? Because remember, there's rumors about Bill wanting to start his own team.
So, do you want to know what I think he's doing if he's gonna go there? It makes sense, and here's why. I feel Belichick has lost touch with what's today's NFL. He's so focused on football for a certain era. You know, he's a historian of the game. So when you look at Pete Carroll went back to college, did his thing, and then came back to the NFL, and he drafted well for a while because he knew what to look for in the players coming out of college today. Who else? Harbaugh, in Michigan, and before that, I think he was in Stanford. And look what he's done. Now he's coming to the NFL. You have a lot of coaches that they go back to college.
They're breaking his neck.
For what? Oh, and I think it's good for him. I don't know.
So do you think it's good for him to go back to college and coach a college football team just to get in the young mindset of what the NFL is today and get out of that old school mentality?
Yeah. I think he needs to retouch. I think he needs to get back into it. Listen, when they beat the Rams in Super Bowl 53, Belichick changed the way they played defense like the week before, and he went to zone because they struggled. And the zone coverage he used from 1950, and the Rams couldn't beat it. He was looking at McVay getting flustered, and that's how they beat the Rams that year. He's a smart guy, man. He doesn't get the credit. A lot of people want to shit on him because of Brady going to win a Super Bowl with the Bucs, but Belichick is smart, man. He's smart, and he just might need to reset. All of us need to reset at times.
I don't know, man. I think if Belichick were to go to college, I could see it both ways. He could go to one of those teams, but I could somehow see it being the next Alabama head coach, just because of
Nick
the way
Saban.
that just
Saban.
because I think that the politics works in that organization right now. I could see Bill Belichick doing something like that.
Okay. Next, we have this is going to be long and lengthy a little bit. So the new kickoff rule, crafted by the NFL special teams coordinator, it will allow teams to attempt an onside kick only when trailing in the fourth quarter, and will require them to declare in advance, right? So then I'm gonna just read like the bulletins. I saved the PDF file of like the rule book on my phone. So summary of kickoff play proposal. Special teams working group has proposed the following ideas as an alternative to the current kickoff play. The ball is kicked from the 35-yard line, same as rule. Safeties would be from the 20-yard line, same as current rules. Okay. Sorry, I have to zoom in. I don't have my glasses on. All kicking team players other than the kicker will line up with 1 foot on the receiving team's 40-yard line. Kicker cannot cross the 50-yard line until the ball touches the ground or players in the landing zone or end zone. 10 kicking teams players cannot move until the ball hits the ground or players in a landing zone or in the end zone. The receiving team will line up as follows. Setup zone, a 5-yard area from the 35 to the 30-yard line, where at least 9 receiving team players must line up. At least 7 players with foot on the 35-yard line, restraining line, with alignment requirements. Players not on the restraining line must be lined up in the setup zone outside the hash marks. So I'm going to yes. And then if you go to so that's basically it right there. I also I'm going to share my screen. I have the video, like an example video of what the new NFL kickoff will look like. So let me share my screen. But real fast, June, you know who will love Bill Belichick coaching for Washington?
Yeah. My dog. I ain't gonna say his name unless you want to say his name.
Diaz.
Yeah, I was gonna say his name.
Yeah, because he's a Washington Huskies fan and Patriots fan.
I'm sorry for your loss, Diaz.
I sent it to him yesterday, and he just sent me like, ah. Okay, so can y'all see my screen? I know it's taking a little while.
It's loading up, yeah.
Okay, so this is what the new kickoff rule will look like. Watch it again.
That looks weird as shit.
It makes sense though.
I hate it.
I mean, do you think it's fair for the punt returners, for the kickoff? You know what I'm saying? Like for the kickoff returners?
Oh, it's 100 and 1,000% fair for the Steelers now that we have Cordell Patterson.
It was something.
It depends on who you have on your special teams,
yeah.
You know?
It's supposed to be safer, so you get less injuries. That's really what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a prime example of what we talked about a year ago when I said that what Frankie had mentioned was maybe the NFL buying out the XFL and the UFL and making it their G League and have the players play there, and as they like a farm system for like the MLB, but for the NFL. But this is where that came from. This is something the Rock, they tried to pitch it before and they turned it down. But I guess this year, because they're trying to get more offensive, less injuries, more scores and shit, this is what they're doing.
Yes.
Interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Also, I saved this yesterday. I thought it might be a quick little good talking topic. So Eagles wide receiver Paris Campbell says that Saquon Barkley is the best running back at NFL and he'll prove it this season. Quotes, I know there's a bunch of debate between him and Christian McCaffrey. And don't get me wrong, Christian McCaffrey is by far one of the best running backs in the league. But being able to see Saquon up close and personal, being in the same locker room, on the same team, man, he's a different guy when he's on that field, honestly. And the running behind the offensive line that we have, I think it's going to be pretty scary for the defenses. Do you guys agree?
100%.
I think I
Put
think
your
it's
Eagles
cute.
hat. Put your Eagles hat on and say something nice.
I think it's cute. I think it's cute. I think
Appreciate.
the only
I
person
think
that is more comparable to me, and not the style of play, but is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry and Christian McCaffrey. Anybody else, they not hitting, they not on the same level. And not saying that they're above or beneath, but success, rate or whatever, those two are more comparable than having fake Saquon. I think it's cute. I think it was a cute comment. That was
I don't
really
know.
nice. That was really nice what I said, very nice.
I don't know. I think it's too. I mean, I think from his eyes, he has the privilege to see what we don't see. So I take his comment into consideration. Now, I personally won't say anything until I see him play because I have my opinions about Barkley and his injury-prone career. So that's why I can't sit here and say, yeah, I 100% agree from my point of view. But again, from their point of view, they see what we don't see. So we'll just see. Hopefully, it's what it is. You know.
Well, you know what? You know what? I can compare. Christian typically always get hurt too. So they about the same now. That's probably about it.
And I was going to bring that up, Nikki. I was going to say that because when he was in Carolina, he was the workhorse. He got injured all the time. He goes to San Francisco, and he ain't even the work. He's not. He's playing great. My issue with Saquon in comparison to Christian is Saquon has missed more games than Christian, and we got to see him do better on the team. Now, we all watch football, whether it's our own team or everything, right? We watch football. Name me a time one of your players got a player from another team and they went on and said, "Oh, yeah, he sucks. He's washed. He's over." They all of them. Oh, he's great.
It's cute.
Yeah, when you see it in person, he's faster.
Great addition.
Yeah, a great addition to the team is what we needed. When everybody know Swift should have been the guy y'all kept. You know what I'm saying? Like, so of course, and who's Paris Campbell? I don't even know who the fuck he is.
They just picked him up.
He is a immaculate person with a very beautiful personality.
I think y'all just picked him up in the off season, didn't y'all, June? Y'all just picked him up. I think where did y'all get him from? The Giants? They got him from the Giants.
No, they got him from Kroger, probably. Stop right.
Hey, I was gonna say something mean, but I'm not.
Hold on. Paris.
Yeah, they got him from the Giants. They got Paris Campbell from the Giants. Wide receiver from the Giants.
Look, that exactly.
Yeah, we did. He was one of those. He got to work for his position.
He played in Indiana for 4 years and then went to the Giants for 1 year. So of course he's gonna say that I played for the Giants. Of course I'm gonna say Saquon's a good addition to the team. Like, come on, like. Stay off X, my homie. Try to be the third string at least. Beat Devontae Parker out. How about that? Because Saquon's going to be on the team. You might want to focus on securing a position.
He gonna see field time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't wait for these tickets to go on sale. I just tried buying home opener tickets for the Jaguars, and apparently they're opening against the Texans, but the prices, you could buy the tickets now, but you don't know the date.
You know what? I'm going. That's the August.
September.
Oh, August is preseason.
Where you want to sit, Nikki? You want to sit on the visitor side or the home side?
Well, I know visit. Oh, God darn.
It's going to be September 5th to the 12th. Nikki, you can't do it. You're going to have a pre-engagement. It's called The Season. June, for us retired folk, it's from the 5th to the 12th.
June, I'm coming. Baby.
I'll be there.
That's the first week of NFL season. September 5th to the 12th.
Okay. So, at least
I'll make that my being free party. Khalil turned 18 on the 10th. I'm free.
Okay. So at least one person was brought to the hospital following a multi-vehicle car accident which involved the car of Chiefs wide receiver Rashid Rice. A Corvette and Lamborghini were racing, which caused a 6-vehicle accident. The call sheet lists Rashid Rice as the Corvette driver. Both drivers fled the scene. A woman was injured in that crash that involved Chiefs wide receiver Rashid Rice's car, and she said that the men put her 4-year-old son in danger and walked away without any sympathy. She also said a pair of white cleats were left in the back of the Lamborghini. One of the other witnesses says that they took guns and bags from the vehicle before they left. And there was also marijuana found in the car. What was it? 10.8 grams of marijuana found. 10.8 grams of marijuana was found in a Lamborghini Chiefs, and the Lamborghini Rashid Rice was driving, which is a state jail felony amount in Texas. Rashid Rice is facing possible suspension from the NFL or the Kansas City Chiefs per NBC Sports. Rice could face civil liability and potentially criminal liability due to his involvement in a 6-car crash. Rice apologized today and took full responsibility. And as of Friday, he wrote on his Instagram story, "Today I met with Dallas PD investigators regarding Saturday's incident. I take full responsibility for my part in this matter and will continue to cooperate with the necessary authorities. I sincerely apologize to everyone impacted in Saturday's incident." I have the video of the dash cam if y'all want to see the accident. So he was driving the Lamborghini and the Corvette was leased in his name.
Who you want to go first?
Want me to show the dash cam video of the accident?
They were.
I mean, it's not like gruesome or anything.
Oh yeah, go ahead now. All right.
It's not gruesome, but Toby, I'm doing something. I can't give you my. Okay. I don't know why that just happened. Okay. So here's the video. Hold on, let me start over. Play over time.
And that's in Texas, right? In Fort Worth.
In Dallas, Texas. Yep.
That's in Fort Worth.
Dallas. And then they got out their cars and fled the scene, which you're about to see in a second.
I see a Camry back there. I see a Camry. Was a Camry racing with the Lambo and the Corvette?
No, it was just a Corvette and a Lamborghini.
Oh, okay. Just making sure. Thought I see some tags from the base.
Oh, Drew, shut up. Okay, so we'll let Drew go first.
Man, I tell you, I wish that we still had Dummy of the Week. Because this right here, he'll wear the crown. And it sucks. And it sucks for the organization. You think they're coming from this season where the Kansas City Chiefs are coming from a season where they capitalize on a very diverse season. They face all this adversity and all this extra stuff, and here they are at the peak of this mountain. And here goes one of your top players doing some dumb shit. I'm not gonna sit here and beat up the marijuana thing, because marijuana nowadays is like cigarettes. So they found a carton of cigarettes in his car. All right, that's cute. So aside from that, it's just, I mean, my guy, if you want to race at your level, go to the racetrack, rent it out, and do some stuff like that. You got the money to. They do it on Friday nights in Orlando. it's just it goes back to carrying a weapon or fighting somebody, except now you're taking it to the highway. I mean, did you learn anything from the Henry Ruggs situation? And it kind of that's how I see it, and I view it as a dumb decision. And thank God that nobody was killed. So it's just disappointing to see people at that level doing stupid shit like that.
I say that he should be suspended, especially fleeing the scene after causing an accident, and not knowing if anybody's hurt or injured. You know, one person did go to the hospital. Thank the Lord they are alive. You know, thank the Lord nobody died at all. But just fleeing the scene, you know, taking what you need to take out and just walking away.
That's crazy.
That is wild and ridiculous. Knowing that you caused the accident, speed racing in your car and had somebody else driving the other car you leased out, you caused the accident. Y'all both T-boned that first car, that gray car, where the woman and her 4-year-old son was in. Then there's a baby. You know, what if, like, and you don't even get out to see if anybody's okay, stay there. You just fled the scene and walked away. That right there, you should get suspended. I'm sorry. You should get suspended. You should get suspended. You should not play a year. Because that's ridiculous. Because if, God forbid, someone did die, you wouldn't know. You know, you walked away.
It's so hard because what would it take for people to just stop doing dumb shit? I tell everything, stop cursing, making bad decisions. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand that when you get into an accident or whatever, you know, your first thing is fear. You get what I'm saying? That's the first reaction. So when fear takes hold of you, maybe the logical reaction goes out the door. You know what I mean? So you're gonna run. Just like when you're easily frightened. A fighter that's easily frightened will still get shook before they start fighting. You know what I'm saying? So the first reaction is to fear, right? And to run. But it's like, what is it gonna take? Like, how many other examples will you have to see for you to be like, you know what? This is just not worth it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, what's gonna have to happen? Because we can't say people die. Well, that's happened. You know, we can't say people badly injured. I mean, that's happened. So it's like, what is it? What is it where it's gonna be a aha moment for everybody? And when they're not in that position, they'll be like, you know what? Let me just take this. Let me make this decision to keep me from going down the path that so many people have gone in front of me. It's just it's very frustrating. It's very frustrating. I honestly don't even know what to say.
You know, the problem with these kids, and I call them kids because they're doing kid shit, you know, is they get all this money. He's coming off the high. You know, we just won the Super Bowl. I was instrumental this season. I got better as the season went along. You're making the money.
Love me.
Yeah, and his friends, the problem is that they need to understand that not everybody's meant to go with you in your journey. And, you know, I was watching Shannon Sharpe and Ocho, and, you know, Ocho said this is a wake-up call for him. And I'm glad it happened now, not later. And he has to understand that if you got yes men around you, then you don't need to have them. You need to have people around you that's going to be like, yo, June, let's stop that. I'll drive. Let's not race. If you want to do this, let's go there. Nikki, fix your face. Hey, I drove that night, okay?
I wasn't even gonna say nothing.
No, it's Nikki. It was Nikki.
But another prime example of it, and I know we're an NFL podcast, but John Morant. That's another prime example of you don't need to bring everybody up with you.
Yeah, you don't. Listen, it's okay to distance yourself from people and to be a normal like to make sure, and it goes back again to the players being smarter. So you know what, Nikki, to answer your question, it's never gonna stop. It's never gonna stop because you're always gonna have younger guys coming in the league. Like, and so in college, you're gonna see it soon too, because they're getting NIL money, they're getting all this extra millions, they're buying cars that they don't know how to handle. You're driving a Lamborghini truck and a Corvette, and I'm pretty sure the Corvette you driving ain't no base model Corvette. You got all them, you got probably a V12 in there, and you're in there hauling butt, and it's a rear-wheel drive car. You don't know how to handle none of that. You're not, NASCAR drivers, and you're out there trying to speed down a highway. It's easy to lose control. They're gonna keep doing dumb shit. I do agree he should be suspended. And look, go back to the question, Bree, from last week or the week before about them three-peating. Here we go. The season didn't even start yet. Well, the new season's on us, but they haven't started playing, and they could already be losing one of their main weapons over something stupid. It's gonna be hard.
That part.
So we'll see. It's gonna be interesting.
Now we have our game. June, take it away. June is doing the game this week.
Yeah, so we can't cheat him. You know what I'm saying? Since he says we always cheat.
Yeah.
You don't have your referee stuff on today?
It's upstairs. However, that doesn't take away that I am the referee. All right, so I actually have two today. Let me see and drag it. I have two today, and each three are gonna get a 4 questions. And then the second part of this is it's a little twist. It's a little twist, but we're gonna get to that in a second. Okay. All right. So the very first one, this is actually some simple stuff or whatever, but I thought it was pretty cool. As you can see, I already had it broken down. You know what
I mean? Oh, look at you!
Okay. This is the yeoman, not the MC. All right. So who wants to go first?
I'll go.
So each person has 4 questions each.
Yeah,
Watch Julius be the most toughest questions.
No. This is like legitimate stuff. I didn't come up with this stuff.
I go first.
All right. So it's already broken down. Yeah, it's already broken down to 4 apiece. And the winner of this gets everybody just claps.
Okay.
All right, so this is some Super Bowl trivia, and we may have had the opportunity to go over the stuff before some of the brief stuff. So you have 10 seconds to answer, 7 seconds to answer these questions. You see how I'm doing it, Bray? You give them the time and everything like that.
I do that too. I put that out first. You just have selective hearing.
All right, and yeah, you do that after the fact.
Okay.
So all right, Frank. So you're first. What year was the first Super Bowl, and what month played?
1951.
Nah, no.
Frank.
Was it 62? And it was played in January in Lambeau Field.
Yeah, Packers. But you're wrong with the year.
All right. We're going to go to the next question. I'm going to let you know at the end how many you got correct.
Oh, my gosh. Duh.
Oh. In 1993, Frank, who performed in the halftime show?
Oh, I know this one.
Michael Jackson.
Can't tell you whether you got that right or wrong. All right. This is kind of tough because it has 2 teams, but one of them is the correct one. Which team has the longest Super Bowl winning streak?
The longest Super Bowl winning streak?
Yeah.
I know.
Like,
I know that one.
More in a row? Like, explain. Like, I don't know.
Yeah. So I guess the team that won more in a row. Yeah. Like more within like the short.
Cowboys.
Oh, like
they won multiple in a row.
Oh,
and there's 4 teams with the same. Damn, I almost said it. There's 4 teams with the same amount.
The 49ers.
I ain't gonna tell you whether you got that right or wrong yet.
I can't. I'm not playing this game with you.
All right, and this last question for Frank. How many teams have the most Super Bowl appearances?
Appearances?
Yes.
Patriots.
He said how many teams?
How many teams?
Oh,
Not what.
understand. Oh, like
How
which-
many
So,
teams?
like
Like,
5
Yeah.
teams.
How
So
many-
do 8 teams have X amount of Super Bowl appearances? Do 1 team have the most?
Yeah, not
So
what team.
How many teams would you say have the most Super Bowl appearances?
Oh, all time shit. Nah, I say 1. That's it. Because Steelers got 6, and they went to 6 that I know of. That went to more.
Yeah, but you could go and not win.
but we went to more than 6 because we lost to the Packers and
But
won Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Like
you can
appearances,
go
like,
and not
oh,
win.
Appearances,
we
yeah.
lost to
Appearances,
Dallas.
not
We
win.
Back to the
lost
show.
to Dallas and
Oh,
another.
okay. So Steelers, Patriots.
We didn't ask the team name. How many?
Ask the
That's
number.
2.
I mean, he's on the right track.
Oh, okay.
I just go with 2 because I really don't think I can't think of anything else.
All right.
Niners.
All right.
Pack.
All right, Nikki, you're up.
It's my time. Bitch, wait. I'm sorry. It was the car.
You
I feel
are
like-
up.
Shut up. Yes.
All right, Nikki.
Yeah.
Your first question is, which QB has started the most Super Bowls? Not
Who?
played, but started.
June, it's been more than 10 seconds.
First of all, it's 7. Brady. I don't know.
Just guess. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Guess. Jesus Christ.
Lamar Jackson.
Oh
I don't.
my God. Are you serious?
Nikki.
You might just get 4 X's just because.
You said what quarterback started the most Super Bowl?
Yes.
That's like-
Lamar.
Question that asked so far. That's legit.
Oh snap.
That he's asked. Come here, Toby.
All right. Which 2
Oh,
cities?
you said Super Bowl. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Even if it wasn't Super Bowls, if it even said regular season games.
Okay, go ahead. Number 2.
Which 2 cities have hosted the most Super Bowls?
That's a good question.
That is, I don't know.
I think I know.
I think I know 1.
Name me 1.
I don't know.
Hosted. Name me 1 that hosted the most Super Bowls, damn it.
3, 2, 1. Time.
Name me a city. Jesus. Slide them.
Shit. Miami.
Okay. All right. The third question. What team won the first Super Bowl?
Packers. The Browns.
Oh snap! All right, this is a good one. There's a few teams that lost the most Super Bowls. Name me one of them.
Oh.
The Falcons.
Mm-mm.
4, 3, 2.
They lost the most? I don't know, June.
I mean, you just got to give me a name at this point.
Okay. The
2, 1.
Bills.
Those are the worst 10 seconds.
The Bills. Can you
Nope.
tell me which one
All
I
right.
got right?
All right, I'm gonna tell you guys the ones you got right. All right, Bree, it's you're on the clock.
But
Okay.
you on the clock, Brady.
All right,
Watch that
That's
10
it.
and this is all for this. This is not my questions. All right, so don't think I'm trying to give you hard ones.
Yes.
No, no.
This one went last. Yeah. Go
Mine's
ahead.
is hard.
His is gonna be like, at what second of the game did Brady step with his left foot? And what quarter? What
No,
Super-
no, no. What was
month,
the
day,
first-
year?
Hey, what was the first wild card team to win a Super Bowl?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. First wild card team to win a Super Bowl? I would say, I'm just gonna guess and say New England.
Okay. What was
It
the
was-
largest margin of victory in a Super Bowl?
Oh, 28-3.
No, victory.
Victory.
Oh.
Yeah. The largest margin of victory in a Super Bowl.
Like, what was the score or what team played?
No, like what was the margin? Like if I won by 50.
Oh, like 15.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll say 21 points.
That's
I'm
a good.
guessing. I'm getting the hardest question.
No, you're not.
No,
I'm going
Brian,
off
your
of this
questions
thing
are
to
good.
break it down. All right. All right. Which two teams have lost 4 Super Bowls they've played in?
The Bills is
And-
one.
Mm-hmm.
The Bengals.
Don't Bengals, no. I would say the Cowboys.
The who? The Cowboys?
Yeah. So I'm gonna say. Why
I
are you
didn't-
barking?
All
I'm
What
right.
did she say?
I'm gonna say Bills and Cowboys. Frank,
All
no,
right.
you're cheating.
I'm being honest.
Okay. I say yeah, okay.
All right.
Average-
So then the last question is there's 8 stars on a Super Bowl. What do they represent?
That's a good
I
question.
mean, there's 8 stars in a football. What do they represent?
You mean on the emblem, on the logo?
Damn it. Here it is. All right. There's 8 stars.
Shield.
What do they represent? Look at it, Brink.
I
That's
don't
a
know.
good one. I don't
That's a
know.
hard question.
I've never had nobody ask me that. Wow.
I don't
That's hard.
When
The past, the present, and the future.
it's gonna
no,
make, it's gonna make
make
sense.
it- I don't know. I'm trying to think of what I would want to guess. How many types of Super Bowl trophies there's been or championship trophies?
Mm.
I don't know. How
No, that's
many?
a good question. That was hard.
I don't know. I got the worst fucking questions. Y'all, I knew like
Wow.
3 or 4 of all of y'all questions. He
All
set
right.
me up
So
for
8.
failure.
So we'll go ahead. We'll go ahead with today's winner. It starts with an F,
Frank.
and
And with an eye.
if it was a city, the first name would be Sand.
Yo, so real shit. I was wrong with the year. I said 62, but that
It's
was the NFL
67.
championship, not the Super Bowl. It's
I
67.
told you was wrong
It was.
with the
it was.
year.
The
first
Patriots
Super
have the
Bowl,
most
yep.
appearances. The Patriots, the only team that has 14 appearances. No, yeah, 14.
No. Frank, be quiet.
11.
No, go ahead. Roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start
All right,
with each
so-
question.
Yep. So Frank, he got the
Question
month
number 1
right.
was wrong.
He got the month was correct. It wasn't January. It wasn't 62. It was 67. Right. The second one was Michael Jackson. Which was the performer. Which team has the longest Super Bowl winning streak? San Francisco, which was 5 in between. And then which team has the most Super Bowl appearances? There was 3 teams, which you got 2 out of the 3. That's why I thought you were going to say a third one, because it has the Patriots, the Steelers, and the Cowboys as far as Super Bowl appearances.
But you
And-
told
Yeah, I
me
knew the
to name
Cowboys.
one. You told me to name one team.
No,
but I
no,
gave it
it's
to him.
how
I gave it to
many
him.
teams? And
Yeah.
remember, it was supposed to be a
Yeah,
number.
yeah.
Also had the Broncos and the 49ers. So Cowboys, Steelers, Broncos, and 49ers are tied with 8 appearances apiece.
Mm.
It's have 11.
Stop
Yeah,
looking
so
it
that
up.
was So
All
that
right.
was that right there, right? So Frank won. Now on the other one for Nikki's question, who won the first Super Bowl? Man, Nikki killed that one.
Yeah, she was quick on that one.
Slade. All right. What was the other one, Nikki, that you had right?
Shit, nothing.
I done moved out of my screen. Damn, I wanted to ask that.
I had
one.
2
Which player
right.
had
Oh,
the
I
Super
did
Bowl?
good if I had 2 right.
Yeah, you did, because you said Packers for one, and then you went to Browns, and I'm like, no, leave it where it's at.
Oh, which quarterback started the most Super Bowls? That was the second question that I wanted you to say a name. Damn it! And
You said Lamar Jackson.
you said Lamar Jackson, which was absolutely incorrect.
I was trying to switch it, but who was it?
Tom Brady.
Brady.
That's who I was trying to say, but I don't.
What?
I could have got that one right. I could have got that one right.
It does rhyme a little bit, Lamar Jackson. It does rhyme. All right, the next one was the 2 cities that hosted a major Super Bowl. That hosted the most Super Bowls. There was 2 of them. It was New Orleans and Miami. Name one of them. You got Miami correct, and then the last one you got incorrect, which was
I got 3 right, y'all. What was the last one I got incorrect? Hello.
I don't remember. You just got it wrong.
What was the question? I can't remember. I
I
could
don't
have got
remember
3.
either. 1, 2, 3, 4. Quarterback. You got the 2 cities.
Oh yeah, the last one was the last one was the cities, right?
No. So he said
Team lost the most Super Bowls or something like that.
Yeah, which team lost the most Super Bowls?
Yes, it was that. And
and who was it?
and I'll tell you the name one. Here, I don't know why, it's like tied for 4, but you didn't name either one of them.
Okay.
But it said Broncos with 5.
No, I could have did Broncos. I
Broncos?
could have got 4 right. Hey, I could have locked it up with Frank.
All right, so while we get that right, we moved on to Bree.
I could have locked it up with your ass, Frank.
It's your fault.
The first,
You
yeah,
should.
so so moving on with Bree,
All I had to say was great.
first wild card team to win the Super Bowl had Oakland Raiders.
Raiders?
No, that's a good one.
Raiders. I didn't come up with the answers. This is off the online. The largest margin victory in the Super Bowl history is 45 points.
God damn. 21 was comfortable for me.
Was that the Broncos? Was that the Seahawks and Broncos?
I'm not sure. One of the teams that got Molly. It might have been the Carolina game. I don't know. I don't remember.
Okay.
Bree, what was the other one that you got incorrect?
No, why you didn't check that?
Well, the thing is, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I was drinking a little bit, and I should have wrote down. I should have rounded stuff. I just marked you guys right or wrong.
My last question was, what do the 8 stars on the football mean?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, but what was the question before that?
That was it. You're right. The question before that it was the largest margin. And
that was the second question.
We're missing.
That was the second question.
Oh my gosh.
No, is it which team has lost the most Super Bowls?
No, I didn't get asked that. Yes, I
Which one?
did.
The first?
Yeah. Yes. Which team was it, June?
Say what?
Which team was it? What was the correct answer?
That lost the most Super Bowls?
Yes.
It's actually tied with a few of them, but they highlighted the Broncos.
It should be the Patriots and the Broncos with 5.
Yep, so they got 5. I got the 49ers here too. I don't know how far back they're going with this, but
Okay, how about the stars?
all right. So the stars,
Mm-hmm.
the stars, the logo and the stars. These stars represent the 8 different divisions within the NFL.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, I knew it.
Oh,
That makes sense.
which was kind of cool. I was like, man, that's dope. Let me see if anybody really knows this.
Or Tyler the Creator.
So I tell you what, I would have got that wild card wrong anyways, because I was thinking the first 6 seed team to win a Super Bowl was the Steelers, which they were the first 6 seed to win it.
And
Like-
we were, and the 6 seed is a wild card seed.
Yeah, so but the first wild card, and it was in 1981. None of us was watching football in 81. Shit.
I
All
wasn't
right.
born.
Hey, so the last port. So Frank won this, right? For the most guess correct. ones.
Man, I could have tied with his ass.
That's your fault. Hey, listen. You should have said Brady. He gave you easy ones.
That was pretty good. That was pretty easy.
Easy. I had the hardest questions.
No.
Here we
no,
go.
We were tied, Brady. I think we were tied there with the hardest questions. You know, June was gonna make us feel stupid because he
Yeah, June was gonna. I got something for. They asked.
So
it.
y'all trying to say mine was the easiest?
Yours were very easy.
yes.
Yes.
I
yes.
thought yours were pretty
No.
tough, Nikki.
Thank
No,
you,
they
June.
weren't.
There was
They weren't.
only one. Okay, maybe two that was easy. The Packers and Brady.
I didn't make them things up. They were just there. All right. So
You know what?
moving on to the second portion of this. It's not trivia. It's more so it's a vote thing, right? So I'm gonna give it. There's 3 you guys, so obviously it won't be a correct. I mean, there has to be a correct one, so it won't be a tie.
Mhm.
So before I give this out, as you can see, I didn't make this up. There's A, B, and C in the bottom. I can't tell you what it is. So I just want you to give me a 20-second spill on why this team has a great chance of making it into the playoffs and taking it into the Super Bowl. The only catch is it won't be your team,
Okay.
right? So it's gonna be one of our teams, A, B, and C. So do you choose A, B, or C, Bree?
Wait, I'm very confused.
So you're gonna
Can-
pick. There's a team.
Pick A, B, or C.
Is the team.
He's
Not
gonna
your
tell
team.
you the thing.
So A, B, and C is the teams. We don't know which teams they are, and I have to pick
Right.
one on what
Right.
is likely to win. Well,
No, you're gonna
go
pick
ahead.
one,
Just pick
and then
A,
he's
B, or
gonna
C.
tell you. So look,
okay.
wait, hold on. You pick A, B, or C. He'll let you know what team it is. Now you have to tell how they're going to make it to playoff
Okay, I
and
get it.
make it to okay.
I'm gonna go with B for Bree and Big Ben. So
No, what are you talking about?
you said
That's
pick A, B, or C. I said I'm gonna go B for
Oh,
Bree.
okay.
Yeah.
All right. What about you, Frank?
I go A since she took B.
All right.
Well, I have the choice.
And-
I was gonna
and
go
then-
A.
Damn
But-
it! I wanted Nikki to. I kind of wanted Nikki to go. All right. So
I tell you what, I'll switch it. A for Akinyemi. C is see your way out. I'll take C. She can get A.
all right. So so Bree.
No, you gotta go in order. Nikki's A.
So Nikki, this is so awesome. Nikki, you got to sell me. Well, you got to sell. You got to sell us. You got 20 seconds to sell on why this team is going to make it to the playoffs and possibly win the Super Bowl.
I
All
would
right.
prefer Charlie.
Your team that you chose is the Eagles.
Go.
Yeah, I would have stick with Charlie.
Your team that you chose is the
Go,
Eagles.
go, Nikki. You got 20
I
seconds.
went
I
long.
got the.
I went long with Charlie, but it's okay.
All right.
Why they wait? I have to sell on why they'll make it to the playoffs and the Super Bowl, right?
And possibly win the Super Bowl.
All righty. Set. Go.
All right. The Raggedy ass team. Okay, they're gonna make it because Black Power. We gonna support Black. No, you know what? You know
Time.
why they're gonna do it? Oh no! Stop, Bree. Start over. Sorry. Start over, please.
All right,
I'm
go
about
ahead.
to
Go
say
ahead.
that for real.
Y'all
All
are
right.
bending the rules.
Then I should have went last. I picked last. Okay, look, for real, all jokes aside, Jalen has been putting work in, right? And you just want to see him eventually get over the hump. It's not only about him, it's about the team, but he has progressed throughout the years. It might have been slow progression, but it's progression. And I'll tell you this, last year, he put that team on, no, for real, last year he put that team on his back. At the Super Bowl, he came to play. It'll be good for him to at least get one ring off of the performance he had last year. But like on top of that, he has the team. He has the right people around him. Regardless of what June said, AJ Brown finna make it do what it's supposed to do. I was about to run that red light. So.
All right, time. That's more than enough. All right. Bree, you got the Pats. Tell us why the Pats are going to make it to the playoffs and possibly win the Super Bowl.
Oh, they not.
Well, one, they have a better chance at making it to the playoffs now that the Bills don't have a true wide receiver. One, that's for one. Two, I feel like with Jerod Mayo being the head coach, a veteran player, he can impact that team. It's a new coach, brand new, or like it's like a clean slate organization, and I feel like that the locker room is going to be completely different now that Mac Jones is gone and he has something up his sleeve.
That was short.
It's 20 seconds. That was the rules.
It's me that took a long time.
All right, Frank.
For mine.
Frank got them Steelers.
Oh,
Woo-hoo!
that's what we going with? Let me know. Ready? Set, go. Improved defense, veteran quarterback, good weapons, nice coach. They're going to go. That's it. 5 seconds. There you go.
Nice coach. The coach been
All right. So,
but they finally got a veteran quarterback coming in. Not whether.
And don't forget, we got Fields too. We got Jalen Hurts' little brother, according to
you can't talk, Bree. You can't talk about your team, Bree.
all right. So, Nikki, who do you vote for?
What you mean?
Out of those three teams.
Out of the three little briefs.
Well, you know, it sucks, right? Well, it don't suck. I'll go with the Steelers. I like Russ. Hopefully he'll be able to, you know, showcase what he already had in the past, you know, being with a good head coach, you know, and not saying Pete Carroll wasn't, but, you know, very like-minded head coach, going to a team that hasn't lost. They've always had a good season, you know. Yeah, so I mean, I've always been a Russ fan, so yeah, I will go with the Steelers.
All right, Frank, who would you vote for?
I'm gonna go Steelers. Actually, no, I'm lying. No, I'm gonna go Steelers. I think they have a good defense. Yeah, I'm gonna go Steelers.
Bree?
See. Pittsburgh.
All right. So the winner for the brief presentations that are not your team is Frank. I think this was I think you guys cheated somehow. Even when I'm on this side, you guys find a way to cheat. This is unbelievable.
Because no one said the Eagles. Okay, so we cheated.
I voted for Nikki.
Because of your opinion.
I voted for Nikki.
I think it's a toss-up between the Eagles and the Steelers, you know? I feel like the Patriots could be there one day. I think the Patriots could get back there one day. I think Jerod Mayo is going to be a phenomenal coach. I think it's going to take a little bit of time to rebuild that organization, especially because he's starting completely fresh.
So I agree with Bree. I think Eagles and Steelers, either or could be 1 and 2, right? I think that the Patriots took a big fall, like a real hard fall. You know what I'm saying? And not saying that you can't go from 0 to, you know, whatever being the number 1. But I do think they need a little bit of time. They were, you know, and just putting the pressure of having him do it in a year and actually be. I mean, they have to be a contender. They haven't been contenders. I think they just have a little bit more of a mountain to climb compared to the other two teams.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the only reason why it was an easy pick for the Steelers is they've never had a losing season. You get what I'm saying? They just needed the right little plug. Hopefully, Russ will be that plug. But again, the Eagles too. Like I said, the only reason why it was an easier pitch for me was, I think Jalen did well, like really good last year when it mattered to me at least.
I mean, and the division kind of is a weak, in my opinion, is a weaker division right now.
It's a toss up, yeah.
So they're the most consistent team out of all four, if you think about it. Besides Eagles first, Cowboys second, but we already know what the Cowboys' problem is, the quarterback. So where in AFC North is very tight. You got great teams. All three have three out of the four, I think, have great defenses. Bengals, I think their defense ain't that great, but then they have a good offense. So it's
All right, so just real quick, guys. So the winner of the trivia and the briefs is Frank. Oh yeah, he gets the clap, guys. Hey, so now, I just wanted to go over some Super Bowl stuff here that I thought was pretty interesting, and I wanted to make it a twist when it comes to actually talking about each other's teams, since we talk about our own, on how our different teams will make it to the playoffs and possibly win. So, hey, good job.
You have no choice. You got to thank the Jags because they didn't have a representative.
Well, they didn't. I would have represented the Jags.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Yeah, but yeah. Hey, good job, guys. That was the trivia and the briefs of the game today. I appreciate you guys for allowing me to win, and for the rest of the listeners that didn't know, you're out here tossing this pigskin around and didn't even know what the stars were. Now we all know.
Yeah, I didn't know. Didn't know. Who got the games next week, Bree?
Right.
Oh, I got it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Dang, I had one more.
It's life a living hell.
Yes.
Dang, I had one more. I had one more. I had an extra credit for you. Oh yeah, I do got an extra credit. This is for when we go to the ESPYs as a team. I will buy you a drink. Regardless if it's a Macallan 18 or a Crown on the rocks. So how many times?
So what drink you gonna get me? Because it sounds like you named everybody else drink. Like I'm not a contender.
No. I said regardless, because Macallan 18 is a little pricey sometimes. So any drink. So how many times the first person to raise their hand? Look at Bree looking it up. How many times has
I'm timed on my daily game.
How many times has the NFL logo changed? Quick. What's your number?
Bree had up first.
Bree, what's your number? How many times?
5.
Frank.
No, Nikki goes. She went. I didn't raise my hand.
Nikki.
I went 5.
Oh, you went 5 too?
Yeah.
So they both said 5, didn't they?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I put up 5. I wasn't raising up my hand.
3.
So there's been 6 changes to the NFL logo, right? It started off with 1, so we're not going to count the 1. We're going to count the changes. So there's been 6 changes. It's pretty interesting, So
who wins?
So no one.
Okay.
Well, y'all would be tied because you were the 2 closest ones. So he had to ask you guys another question.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You raised your hand first, but he gave everybody a chance first. So.
All right. So out of you two, since it's a tie,
Mm-hmm.
what year was the latest NFL logo change?
Oh, that's hard.
Like the last one?
No pause.
I got
Like
27
the
seconds.
last one.
When did the last change take place of the NFL logo?
I'm confused by your thing. Yes.
At what year was the last change taking place of the NFL logo?
Oh, so what year was the last, like the current logo set as the NFL logo?
Yes.
Oh, let me throw out a random year.
That's not about to- I don't. 97.
06?
Oh wait.
Oh, I was close.
So
Oh wait.
you going off who's closest? It'd be Bree because Nikki said 97.
Yeah, I said 97.
But Bree's a cheap drink right there. Shoot, that's Crown. You know what I mean?
Crown Apple.
That's like
Apple.
$8.
Crown Apple.
That's like $8.
I-
Drink would have
And now on the
got
box.
like Macallan
With
18. That would have been
Red
like $1.25 a drink. $125 a drink. But yeah, it was 2008. That was the latest change. Before that, it was 83. Before that was 62.
Wow.
Before that was 59, 53, 40, and then 1921, which is extremely plain. But it was kind of cool. And that was the actual break.
That is it for the podcast. All right. I'll go first. Great episode. Great topics, great games. Good job, June, on the games, even though you were very biased with the types of questions you decided to give certain individuals. But
Wow.
I'm being as serious as ever.
Well, I
But
know that's the wild part.
I hope everyone has a great week. We have the Females National Championship game today. Don't forget to like, subscribe to Frank Presents a Play Call. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Bree Network. Don't forget to like and subscribe to Offsides Podcast. Also, don't forget to like and support the FF. Forgot what it stood for.
Financial focus. There you go.
Financial Focus. Also, the Real Taino Creations. Please don't forget to hydrate, drink water. It's starting to get warm outside. We have the NFL draft coming up next week. We will, and I will say this again, next week we will be doing our top 10 mock draft. So please look up who are the first 10 draft picks and do your research on the players that are potentially going to be top 10 draft picks. So we will be doing that. Thank you guys for listening and supporting, and I will see you guys next week.
Great episode. Go ahead, Nikki.
America, it's great being on here. I'm happy we was able to start and finish the
So stupid. Somebody throw a
Actually,
rock out her window.
Jill, your games were really good. They actually was very good. So good job on that. And yeah, I'm excited. For real, stay hydrated. I started drinking water, not because I started drinking water, but that's something that I'm trying to do better on. Get back on that, and now we just need Frank to join our trip in July. All right, be good, America.
All right. Hey, I'm going to leave you guys with this just because I just can't let go of this. What city did the Redskins play before moving to Washington?
I don't know.
Boston.
Really?
Yep.
Didn't know
And
that.
June questions be making you smarter.
And then last but not least, the Patriots were going to be called the Bay State Patriots prior to New England Patriots. The Bay State Patriots. But there was a slight problem. Why didn't they go through with it?
Not sure.
Because the name was rejected when they pointed out the abbreviation would be the BS Patriots.
Okay. With that being said, peace. Bye.